In Shlishi, in this week's Parsha Balak, Bilam chooses to go with the men of Balak. And the pasuk tells us, "Vayakam Bilam abayker." He wakes up in the morning, and he gets his donkey ready. Vayelechim sari Moab, and he goes with the princes of Moab. The very next pasuk tells us, "Vayichar af hash Elokim ki hoylechu." HaKadosh Baruch Hu was angry at Bilam for going. And all the Mefarshim ask, the Ramban and others, where's there room here for HaKadosh Baruch Hu to be angry? Hashem gave him the permission to go. Earlier in the Psukim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Pasuk Chaf, Vayavo Elikim al Bilam, Hashem comes to Bilam Laila at night, Vayemer Im Likra Lecha Bo Anashim Kum Leichitam. If the people come back, go with them. Rashi points out that those words, Im Likra Lecha, means if there's advantage for you, Bilam, if you feel that there's something advantageous in you going to be a part of this terrible thing, to curse the Bnei Yisrael for no reason, nothing that they're doing, like we learned in Rishon, maybe the worst they wanted to do is to spread light, is to go ahead and to elevate you, the people of Moab. So if it's good for you, so then go with them. So Hashem gave him permission. What's HaKadosh Baruch Hu getting upset for? But the answer is, like the Berditchever says and other tzaddikim, it's simple. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu knew that if he was going to tell Bilam to go ahead, if it was advantageous for Bilam himself, Hashem was hoping that if Bilam would consider whether it's ra'ui, whether it's fitting, whether it's going to be pleasurable, advantageous in this world and the next, for Bilam to be involved in such a thing, then Bilam wouldn't go. From this that Bilam is going, HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees that Bilam is choosing of his own volition to go ahead and to be a part of something so lowly, to be a part of something so evil and so wrong and so bad. And so Hashem gave him permission, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him permission knowing that if Bilam would think about it for a second, hopefully he would choose not to go. It's one thing to have something written that you're allowed to do it or you're not allowed to do it. That's one thing. But the question is there a lefnim mishuras hadin? Is there a time where we contemplate something and say, yes, in the black and white of halacha, maybe this is something that's permissible. But what does the leiv say? What the tzaddikim refer to as binas halev. What's the intuition telling us? Is this really Ratzon Hashem in as much as it fits within the Dalet Amos of halacha? And is it the true Ratzon? Is this what Hashem really wants? To engage in this, to do that or the other thing. And if it's not, so even though we can come up after 120 and say, listen, we kept the letter of the law, there's still a makom for vayichar af Hashem. There's still a makom for displeasure on the part of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because Hashem wanted more than that. He wants more than just following the rules. He wants us to contemplate and to think, what's life about? And if life's about dveikus and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if life's about getting close to Hashem, then the realm of things that are permissible to us starts to change. The nature of things, of how we measure what things are ra'ui, are fitting for us to be involved in, and those things that aren't, go beyond just checking it up in a book. It means really tapping deeply into our leiv to say, what's the shirish of this thing? Where is this going to lead me? What's this founded on? Is it founded on my honor or Hashem's honor? Is it founded on my own ego or bringing Hashem's kavod into the world? And this is the message of this short Torah that we're learning together on this pasuk, is that Hashem gets angry at Bilam, even though Bilam had permission to go, because Hashem wants us to contemplate beyond his permission, to say, still, does this reflect the Omek Ritzoni Yisbarach? Does this reflect the deepest depth of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from us in this world? Be'ezer Hashem, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.